When there's a service failure, the customer is at an all-time low right now. And bringing them back from that sunken place is your primary mission right now. Great morning, business owners and managers. Wes Walters here, and welcome to another awesome episode of CX in the Morning, Customer Experience in the Morning. On every single CX in the Morning, I bless you with customer service tips, customer experience tricks, and I leave you with gems. And if you've been watching long enough, by gems, I mean actionable takeaways that you can implement at the speed of now. How has everyone's week been? It's been a wonderful, wonderful week. And this is actually an old clip, but I want to use it to help illustrate my point. All right, so it's going to be a YouTube video. Let's pull that up and let's begin.
Havoc on what's supposed to be a relaxing getaway for a St. Pete couple, but it turned into more of a nightmare when 5 teens began assaulting people aboard a Carnival cruise ship. Tonight, many are questioning Carnival's security procedures. ABC Action News reporter Cameron Polam explains.
We had a good time initially. It was great.
It was a dream for the St. Pete couple taking their first Carnival cruise, touring Mayan temples and snorkeling with giant stingrays.
I mean, we enjoyed this trip. We enjoyed the time that we were having.
But their experience took a turn for the worst when they say a teenager began stealing drawings off passengers' doors. It got ugly when a passenger confronted the boy.
And as they started coming out the door, one of the ladies that was asking about the picture was in the way, and one of the kids went up to her and got a hold of her.
The young man who was 15 gave the young lady an uppercut. Uppercut to the jaw and a right cross to the front of the mouth, and then she started bleeding.
Errol Morgan, speaking to us by phone, was also a passenger. He saw the attacks and says the ship's security did nothing.
When at this point, he came up to me, slapped my glasses off my face, pushed my girlfriend.
He says the young boys were intimidating everyone on the floor, and there's letters to prove it.
They let him come by. They kept continuing to go by the rooms, looking us over, because we were all standing outside of our rooms in shock.
In the end, one boy was arrested by Hillsborough deputies, but Justin, Errol, Stephanie, and more than a dozen others say they want to make sure no one else has to live through this kind of terror.
Our way to resolve this was offering us 20% off of another cruise. We don't want another cruise. It's not safe. What happens if there's another serious issue? Who's going to help us?
In St. Pete, I'm Cameron Polam, ABC Action News.
All right, so as you can see, what the victim said, she said, "Hey, Carnival Cruise Line, Carnival Cruise Line, offer them a 20% discount on their next trip." If you listen to her in her words, she said, "Hey, we don't want to come back on the next trip. You're offering me a coupon for a 20% discount on a future trip. I don't want to come back if you don't rectify this trip." And that's the purpose of where I wanted to go with this episode this morning. So, like I said at the beginning, when there is a service failure, the customer is emotionally at their lowest point. They are low. Things did not go as planned. They saw this brochure, they saw this advertisement, and this is what they were expecting, and that's not what they received. So they want that situation, and it is your business, it is your responsibility as a business owner and manager to rectify that issue now. Not on the subsequent visits, but right now. They are upset right now, and that's what you need to fix right now. That is the main purpose. That is everyone's in the team MO is, hey, they're in the negative. How do we get them back to point zero? Today, not on the following trip. At this visit, the goal should be to get them back to where they need to be. So what it does is that it signals to the customer and it tells the customer that, hey, we see you. We see you now. What just happened is not the way that we normally do business. And we want to address that right now. Rather than come back and maybe we'll make you feel better. That's what you're telling them when you say, hey, I know we dropped the ball this time, but why don't you come back and maybe we might get it right. No. In order for them to come back, you need to make this trip, this visit right immediately. Compensation or olive branches feel more meaningful when they are immediate and when they're tied directly to the bad experience. Let me say that one more time. The compensation that you want to make, the way you want to make it right, the olive branches that you're sending off are more meaningful when they are immediate. When, hey, one of the servers spilled orange Fanta all over her white dress, you can't tell them, hey, I'm going to come back on the next trip. We're going to make it right. No, they want to be made whole on this visit. And it's more meaningful when it's immediate. Immediate compensation builds trust and repairs trust on the spot. Customers who feel genuinely made whole are far more likely to return on another visit. If a customer feels that, hey, you went above and beyond to make this right, they are more likely to return because most adults understand that, hey, things happen, service failures happen. That's life. It's how you recover that sends the message to the customer that, hey, they value me as a customer. Not just saying it, but showing it. Now, the reason why you don't want to delay the compensation is because delayed compensation feels kind of manipulative. Customers can sense when recovery is designed to drive revenue rather than to make them right. When you say, hey, come back, here's a 20% coupon later, the customer says, hey, this is about their revenue. This is not about me feeling like I'm getting what I paid for. This is what's going through the subconscious minds of the customer. They're like, oh, 20%. So what you're telling me is that you want me to come back to spend more money and you're not addressing what happened with my situation. So compensation loses its impact when it's separated from the pain. The pain is today, the compensation should be today. So a discount or a free meal voucher for their return visit is not acceptable. The customer feels used and the customer feels that you are just concerned as a business owner about your bottom line. So here it is. You messed up, your team messed up, and you're saying, come back and spend more money with us. That's the message that the customer is feeling. So again, the come back later and we're going to make it right. The customer views that as, hey, this is all about the business. It has nothing to do with me. And if that's the way you feel, newsflash, I'm not coming back. So to land this plane, again, if there's a service failure, you want to address it and you want to bring that customer back to from that sunken place. They're in the negative. You want to bring them back to zero and actually go past zero and put them in the positive. So that includes making the problem, rectifying the problem immediately, in addition to, hey, here is a coupon. You see the difference? You see the difference? Instead of, hey, here's a coupon for a discount on the return trip. No, you said, hey, we're going to make this right now. Whether that means comping the entire meal or comping the entire experience or a massive discount in addition. So here it is. Fixing the problem brings them back to zero. But for their pain and suffering, you have to put them in the positive now. Bringing them back to zero is unacceptable. You fix the current situation, and the positive is the discount on the return visit. That's how you properly fix a service failure. Not fixing the immediate service failure and doing nothing else. It's fixing the service failure, and here is the discount on your subsequent visit, your subsequent try while you're doing business with us again. So that way, hey, you get them back and you and your team have an opportunity to really show them, hey, that was an error. That's not how we normally conduct business here. And we're going to make it right. And we're going to prove to you that we're going to make it right. So when they come back, the team needs to be, come on, A game. The team has to really over deliver, but they will not come back if you did not make the first service failure right. So hopefully that makes sense. If you are a business owner or a manager and you need help crafting or creating an awesome customer experience, shoot me a DM, or if you know another business owner or manager that this can benefit, please share it with them. Always, please subscribe, like, and follow for more videos like this. Thank you for tuning in for another awesome episode of CX in the Morning, and see you guys next week. Peace.